Hey everybody, it's Dive Girl Dab. Look at this, there's boxes and parts and stuff everywhere. What's the deal? Well, when I first saw this item, it was priced at like $850, and I'm gonna need one, probably two of these really at the end of the day, and they're sinks. And it doesn't sound like something to get all that excited about, and normally I wouldn't, but this one has some features to it that I think are going to be really cool to have on the boat. Now, there's going to be a lot of naysayers going, Deb, you're silly to even think about putting this on a boat because it's going to rust out in no time. Well, it is a stainless unit, and I am going to epoxy coat as many things as possible, the components, before it ever even gets put on the boat, and marinize it, basically. So, or as I like to call it, debutize it. But I thought a lot about this, and having a functional galley sink is so important. And there's two models of this particular unit, and this is the smaller of them. It's about 29 inches long, which is going to look really big on a 30-foot sailboat. But at the end of the day, I think it's justified, and I'm going to show you. So this is one of those kind of multi-function sinks. It has a cup washer. You push down and it'll spray your cup out. It's got a soap dispenser that goes underneath the cabinet, and this is built in right here, so it won't go flying around, and it's always handy. And this sink has an electronics bar here, and they use what are called piano keys. And these keys, there's 5 of them. There's 4 right here, and there's one here for your filter water. And you turn things on or off with these keys. You can adjust the temperature of the water and how much your flow rate is. So it's also got a it's got a thermostatic, no it doesn't, this one doesn't, but this is a nice big tall spray head. This is 4 functions in the spray head, which does pull out, and then this shoots out a section of water in kind of a water fall, and this is a smaller flow of a waterfall. And this is so you can fill up a couple of these little micro basins, or you can rinse vegetables hands-free, which is kind of neat when you think about it. So let's take a look at the whole unit here. Now, it just got delivered by my great FedEx driver, and I'm not going to assemble it. I got it out of the box, so this is just a basic unboxing video, and just to kind of show you guys the features that it has, and then it's going to go right back in the box until I decide that, number 1, it's time to marinize it and get it all sealed, and number 2, that it needs to get installed, which will be a while, because I got to build a galley, right? Actually, here's what I have to do, and that is my big project list, is to get things done so I could move vehicles around and get the boat where I can work on it. But having a smashed foot for 20 weeks is not helping me. But fortunately, my foot is healing. It is improving. But I can still, while I'm therapizing, giving my foot some therapy, like relief and cold, I've been ordering online, and I found that not only do I not have to consider paying $800 for one of these sinks, is that I guess they didn't sell out really well at $800 a piece, and so they ended up being sold, I think probably secondhand to Walmart and Amazon, and they both had them listed for under $300, which was a tremendous savings at the end of the day. Well, I found this one for about $212, which, you know, for a sink and a faucet to go on the boat, just one of those would be smaller than this and less functional. What do you think, Miss George? You gonna like that sink? All right. So, and here's the thing, it just has to see me out. It doesn't have to last forever, but I think it'll last the rest of my life, and that's fine. This is going to be 100% freshwater sink, so we're not going to run green water through it, these faucets and supply lines. And there may be some of that in the drain, because I'm going to put another faucet on here for our a foot pump for our green water. So there will be salt water going into the sink and down the drain, but all of the pressurized water to the system and all those electronic valves that are so finicky at times will be fresh water. That's my intention. So let's have a look at it. I think it's kind of neat. So you can rinse your cup here. You can get soap here, and we got the soap just distilled underneath. Here's that one waterfall that's kind of small, and here's those piano keys. You turn things on and off. It's kind of different, but I think it's going to be fun, you know. So you can turn it on and adjust your flows. And then over here, you can adjust your temperature, however you want that to be. And then this is for our filtered water. That little doodad will be on here when it gets installed. And that turns on so you can fill up bottles and stuff. And then there's the whole hose top comes around and comes out. And then multiple features. I think you can stop it and change. It's got 4 different sprayers on here, I think. It's a very versatile unit. So I'm going to take this panel off the back real quick so it doesn't fall, and then I'll show you guys down deeper. And it's got a wooden cutting board, which will slide back and forth on here. Fits inside. It'll give you a little more workspace too, to cover up some of the sink. And you can put it on either level, take it out and use it, which is great. So I think, of course, I would build one for it, and I might build more of these so I can just cover the whole top. We'll see. Now it's got these little slide bins, but you can take them in and out. So this is neat. So it's kind of a small washing bin. So if you're going to wash just a few vegetables, you can open and close the drain by just a little twist here, and that keeps the water in this pan. You can put vegetables you just got from the market here and turn on the waterfall, and you can just let water come over them while you rinse them and let that drain through. And I think that having these built in are both really great ideas. And of course, these slide all around so you can move them into different places. So a lot of versatility in this sink, but this is really great because you got a nice big open area. You can put big things in here. Maybe you need to wash your shoes off or something. You can actually close up the bottom here and do laundry in here. I mean, this is a nice big tub. Yeah, like 27.5 by 14 and 8 inches deep. That's a big wash tub. But I want to show you my favorite feature. And when I saw this, it's what put a little bug in my craw going, that's kind of cool, Deb. I really should look into this. I saw it and I just liked it, and I had to like sit and ponder for a month and go, do I really like this sink that much that this is important to me? And it's really not, but it is. And it's just something that's good, and it's an extra thing for the boat. And I like the sink, so I didn't buy it just because of this next feature, but it's still something that grabbed my eye, obviously. Now we are a honeybee themed sailboat, and the inside of this sink has honeycombs. Look at this. They go up the sides, I think. Right up the sides, there's honeycombs all over it. It's amazing. They're down the sidewalls here. You can see the honeycombs. I just think that is cool. It's just a protective coating on here, but for us to have a honeybee themed sailboat with a sink that's got little honeycombs everywhere. You can see my reflection. Hi guys. So now you're seeing my little child darkest side to come out, but honeycombs in the sink. Oh my God, what's not to love that about a honeybee themed sailboat? All right, one more thing here. So aside from all that great fun, they also have a package here, which is your your drain basket right here, and then it's got a debris collection piece on here that we can clean out if we need to, and then we can just go right out our drain. So that's all the plumbing underneath the sink. It's got nice bits of extra soundproofing here, so it makes the sink quieter. So there we go. That's my new sink for the boat, and I just love this coating. It just screams us. So this is our new sink, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm not normally somebody to get excited about something like a galley sink, but this one, I think it's pretty cool. It has also some blue LED lights that come on with it when it's all hooked up. It's not going to take a lot of power, and we're going to have a generator and a lot of battery capacity and some solar. So the little bit of power this takes is not going to be anything that's important to worry about in our system. Besides, the electrical system, once all of these types of devices are put on a spreadsheet and we know exactly what all of their needs are, then we'll decide what size batteries and charging system to install in the boat. But the advantage about buying things like this now is that it's not something that we have to wonder about. It's already here, and we know. And we have honeycombs on the inside of our sink. It's so amazing. I just love it. Yeah, and there's some people that will think that this is just too much and overkill for a little sailboat that should be simple, but I want the boat to have the type of character that it's going to take care of me, just like honeybee venom does. So I'm a fan. I think it's pretty cool. All right, guys, I love you. Thanks for putting up with me and watching about our new galley sink and the really cool honeycomb finish that it's got inside. I just think this is really nifty. It's just, I don't know, it's really a neat finish at the end of the day. It's a no stick finish, but it looks beautiful.